everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Hola.
Oh my God, we have a full cast again.
We're all here. Oh my gosh.
Tony, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm sure
for
you guys
the first
forgot
time
about
in
me.
6
the
episodes.
Stranger.
I'm still here.
I'm crying. It's good to see you.
We missed you so much.
It's good to see you all.
And that monotone voice of yours.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. So last week it was just me and Garrett and our special guest, Fish. And we did our top 5 favorite characters from everything. Movies, video games, TV shows.
The world.
And now that we have Bobby, Kay, and Tony here,
Sup?
it's time to get their take on their top 5.
We want to know theirs. They is.
So who wants to go? Who wants to start? Bob, you want to start?
I can start.
All right, let's hear it.
We're gonna do around the circle again, right? 5s and 4s and
We'll go
3s.
5s,
and
4s,
5, 4, 3,
3s.
2, runner-ups.
Runner-ups
and 1.
And number 1.
And me and Steve don't get to
We'll
say
just sit here and
anything.
laugh at all your stupid picks.
We're just gonna say how
Our
crappy your
stupid
picks are.
picks.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna love.
I'm
like,
going to
all
start
of
us
Bob's.
off here. Okay, Steve kind of stole Boba Fett from me last week. I was very bitter about it.
Sorry.
But
I explained to him.
The
There's no
list-
stealing now.
there is stealing.
No.
No, there isn't stealing.
We celebrate.
We can share the
we
same
celebrate our
favorite
similarities.
characters. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call the police and report you for thievery. Okay, top 5. Here we go. The 5th one was the hardest for me because it's just hard to kind of like who's going to sneak in there. But I went with number 5, Omar Little from The Wire.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
if I could whistle, I would totally whistle his name.
Give a little explanation
He
why.
is awesome.
I picked Omar because The Wire is one of my favorite shows of all time. I really wanted to get a character from there because it's just that was like the first really great TV show that kind of I binge watched.
Right.
So, and Omar from that show is just I loved that he was kind of like the anti-hero, and I just loved it. And he had a sense of justice about him. It's kind of like Batman in Baltimore.
Black man in Baltimore.
That's a lot of people.
It is. Sorry about that.
But yeah, so I thought just he had his own code, and he wasn't a great guy, but you knew it was just nice to think that Omar was out there, and then they completely punked him in the last season, and got shot by a little black kid, and that sucked. Horrible way to go out, but
So sad.
over
I guess spoilers for whoever hasn't seen it.
R.I.P.
spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
me.
Sorry,
So
the show's been off the air for like a decade, so
Yeah.
spoilers
Right.
are out the window.
Yeah. It's your fault.
But the 4.5 seasons that he was there, I thought was just fantastic. So
yeah.
Omar,
Very
number 5.
nice.
Nice pick.
We'll say rest in peace to Snoop while we're at it. She was great.
In real life too, because now she's in prison.
Is that your number
Is
5?
she? No,
Yeah.
she's still.
You don't remember
she's
that
not
story?
in
No,
prison.
she was running a heroin ring in the city. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I just
she's
saw her
in prison.
post an
Goodness.
Instagram of her on a jet ski 2 days ago.
She probably stole
Probably
that.
bought that from heroin money.
Was it a throwback Thursday?
She's out. She's out
Yeah.
now. TBT from the pen.
My pre-jail era.
All right, Kay, you go. You're 5. Let us know.
Okay, so I feel like my list is in no particular order because there's a lot of people, obviously, that I really like. I guess I have a number 1, but just because this person is 5th doesn't mean they're like the shit on my
Better.
list.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
Better
yeah.
or worse? Yeah.
So I had to give her a spot on my list, and
It's a
I'm
girl.
gonna
It's a
say
It's a woman. Oh, it's a lady.
the wonderful, the beautiful Belle.
Oh, from Beauty and the Beast.
This?
That's my home
Yeah,
girl.
that was my Beauty and the Beast joke.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's book smart. She's street smart. She tamed a beast. I mean,
She did.
she's awesome.
It's like her. Oh my God. It's just like Kay.
Here's
Ba-dum.
Ba-dum-ps.
But
Thank
yeah.
you. I do love
I
that
just
movie,
think
though.
she's
I do love
cool,
that
like-
movie.
No, she's cool.
She's-
Cool chick.
She's one of the princesses, but she's not like the damsel in distress princess.
It's true,
She
very
holds
true.
her own and she gets shit done, and,
She gets shit done.
and she stays beautiful the whole time.
I know.
I love her. I think she's
what a
awesome.
flawless character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
And she wears a golden ball gown like
Yeah.
nobody's business.
Like no one else could.
I think she's pretty great.
Tony,
Uh-oh.
All
have you
right.
figured out your number 5 yet?
You better
I think
get-
so. It's so hard. There's so many that could be in the spot. I want to say some of these aren't really in a particular order.
Yeah.
because they're all fantastic. God, this is hard.
He's so stressed.
You
I
gotta,
really am stressed as hell.
I can't even. His
I'm gonna
like
say
pad of
5
paper
is
is worse
gonna
than.
have to be Michelangelo. He just growing up watching
Okay.
the Turtles, he was yeah,
I
loving
got you.
pizzas,
We all know that was him.
skateboarding, just awesome, and I loved every second of it.
He's a rad dude.
Hell yeah.
Party dude.
Did he?
Mhm.
I can't remember. Did he make? He made your
Yeah.
top 5.
He's my 2.
Yeah,
Your number
he was
two
up
is
My
there.
number 2.
Man,
Yep.
I'm already looking forward to some of these runner-ups.
Oh my
for
god,
some
I
of you
have
guys.
so many. It's retarded.
Okay, that was good.
All right, we're on to number 4.
4s.
My number 4. I know he's kind of. A lot of people think it's more recent, but Ned Stark from Game of Thrones. I read those books a while ago, and his character just kind of resonated a lot. I always like the characters that have, like Omar. They have their code and they have their system of honor in place.
Right.
And he was just such a great character. I didn't even get to read his death scene the way I wanted to. I actually went into Borders, I guess it was Borders over in Lutherville, and I was halfway through the first book and thought, maybe I'll buy the second one while I'm here. So I picked it up and read the back cover, and the first line on the back cover was Ned Stark and Robert Baratheon are dead, and it ruined it for me. But
Oh, no.
I had like a mini panic attack in the bookstore because
Then he burned the building down.
yeah, and that was the first time that I really felt like emotional about a book, like a character in a book dying, and so yeah, Ned Stark, loved him.
Neddy. He's a good character. I love
He's a
him. Yeah,
good
he
pick.
was
Excellent character, Sean Bean, wonderful portrayal.
Dies and everything.
He does die and
You should have
everything.
known that was coming.
One
though.
of my
Let's
runner-ups.
face it.
It's also Sean Bean dying.
Oh. Okay.
Sean Bean dying is just a powerful thing to watch.
That's his
all I'm saying.
runner-up. His whole list is Sean Bean.
Sean
dying.
Bean's filmography. Someone print it out for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 4.
Hasn't been figured out yet.
Well, no, I have him on my list, but there's like another version-ish of him too, so it's kind of a tie. But I want to say like Sora / Roxas. 'Cause,
Okay, from
they're,
Kingdom
like,
Hearts.
Similar people in
Okay.
a different
Okay.
universe, but
Nice.
I don't know.
Quality.
So like the same person.
He's just
then it's fine.
awesome, yeah. Like it's like Kyrie and Nominate. Like they're all the similar people.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Different
play the
universes,
games, they're all the
but,
same person.
They are
um,
the same people.
yeah, I don't know. I just really like him. I think he's awesome.
That's a good pick.
Just-
That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
games
there's
of
not
all
really an
time. Really.
explanation. Yeah, exactly.
Some
like
don't
in our
need
game
explanations.
It's
episode,
really more so the
I
game
was
itself
like, my
too.
favorite game is Kingdom Hearts, and so
Yeah.
so
Fucking
you
that's
just
just
phenomenal.
naturally
Some
a
you just
spot on my
like
list.
because they're just them. They just
Just-
they're just
yeah.
them.
Yeah. Tony, what do you got as your number
He's
4?
editing. He's
I'm
editing.
it.
For the
See,
third
his
time.
piece of paper looks like shit too.
Stand
Dude.
by.
It's just like fish.
Okay.
Look how neat and organized mine is.
Look at his.
That's
Mine's a
very nice.
list.
Well, I did mine like right
the
now.
names and what they're from.
Mine was on just on a little post-it note. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
fishes
my number
was, like,
4.
scratch the hell.
is-
See, I didn't give myself like enough room to keep changing it, so
Right.
like a
that was
maze
my
on the
strategy.
diner menu.
Just
Bobby
interrupting
can
you.
publish
Right?
the amount of
Just
names
rude.
he's got on
Yeah.
his fucking.
Can't
I was
even-
trying to give you
can't
some
do
more
anything.
time.
Trying to give you more time.
Okay,
Interrupting
well,
and rude.
I'm back and forth between these two, but I finally picked one.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be Kermit the Frog.
Hey.
Oh,
Kermit the
yeah.
Frog here. Love the Muppets. They're probably the
Very
greatest thing
nice.
ever. I grew up watching the Muppet movies.
I know you wanted to say
and-
just the Muppets themselves as.
Oh yeah, I
as
would
a
like
group,
to.
'cause
Well,
we
I mean,
discussed
I
that
We
would,
last
did say
week.
that would
I'm
have
gonna,
been
Animal's
appropriate.
definitely in my runner-ups, but Kermit,
I know, I'm
he
surprised
was
you
the
didn't pick
one.
Animal.
I love Animal.
Animal's
but
the man.
I liked the two old guys who sat in the back.
Oh my
and
God,
made
they're
fun
so
of
good.
everybody.
God,
Yeah.
hilarious.
the whole Muppets could be.
I like
on
Dr.
my list,
Teeth.
Really.
Well, we
You're
did
pretty
say
much the
Kermit.
yeah.
like Hanna-Barbera characters
Yeah.
were my runner-up. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, like
The
you
rest
said,
of the Muppets will be my whole runner-up.
but Kermit is
Every one of
Yeah.
them, all
Just call me
46,000 of them are
Frog
going to
here.
get this runner.
They called him Cram
Yes,
It.
no. Kermit. It's got to be Kermit.
haven't you heard that old? It's like from
Yeah.
high school where it's like stoned Kermit the Frog and
Yeah,
Big
it's so
Bird.
funny.
They talk.
No.
You haven't?
No.
And then he's like, Big Bird's like, Cram it, Cram it. He starts calling him Cram it.
I'll have to
You
watch
have
it
to-
as soon as I get
No, it's
home.
not. It's like an
Yeah.
audio. I don't know. It's probably someone.
It's
put
just
it
an
on a
audio?
video. It's just
Yeah,
Big
it's-
Bird
it
and
still
Kermit the
exists.
Frog
Download that
stoned.
online.
Oh, it's out there.
It's hilarious.
there.
All right, we're going to have to check that out.
Download it on LimeWire. Get a virus.
Yeah.
Then post the link on our Facebook
LimeWire.
page. And everybody gets it.
Yeah. SpaZcast is giving out spam.
Spamcast.
Oh, high five.
Minnesota.
Hell
Nailed
yeah.
it.
You guys are so clever together.
We love it.
We know.
We can't help it.
Okay, we're on 3.
We're on 3 already. Look at that.
That's how it was.
I can't believe we're already on 3. 3 was the hardest one for me.
Oh
pick.
my.
I'm still looking at it now. I'm still flip flopping, but I got
He's
it.
got 46 names
I know,
on this
right?
book.
No, I scratched them all out, and I got a nice top 5 with runner-ups. All right, I picked Professor Snape for my number 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's a huge Harry Potter fan.
Yes.
We've
guy
never really
right
discussed
here.
Harry Potter before on this show, right?
Well, that's because I wasn't here for the collectibles edition.
That's true.
Or any.
Idiot.
But Professor Snape,
Show up
because
sometimes,
he
Tony.
was the best character in the series, right? I mean,
Yeah.
He was
Snape is
quality.
awesome.
She has not seen
I don't-
any of the Harry Potter. So
You never seen the
it's-
movies?
No, it's
Yeah, and he wants me to sit down for like
Yeah,
a full
I
2
wanna
days
sit
and
down and,
watch
like,
them.
Oh my
Like,
god!
binge
I-
watch these
if you
movies.
go upstairs right now and put on ABC Family, I guarantee you there's
It'll
all
be
But
Harry
it'll take
Potter
like
will
10
be on.
hours to watch
It's
one.
a holiday
because it's
weekend.
family.
There's a Harry Potter.
Yeah, there's-
Potter
er-
marathon.
They
Yeah.
don't even need an excuse anymore.
But he was. I mean, he was the best character in the series, right? You've read the books because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't read the books.
She hasn't read the book. She hasn't seen
I've
the movies.
first
She doesn't
movie,
know.
but
I've read them.
That's
I've
going to
seen
make
them.
this really hard to do.
I still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
Dumbledore.
Here's
Dumbledore
just
is
earmuffs.
my favorite.
Here's the thing.
Earmuffs.
Just
Just
keep it at, like-
Dumbledore's one of my runner-ups.
one of my
I
favorites.
had.
He's in my runner-up.
I had Merlin, Dumbledore, and someone else. Who was the other?
He's
one
like
that I
just
had?
all wizards.
Yeah.
Merlin, Dumbledore, and Gandalf. I had all 3 of them in there,
There
and
you
then I
go.
was like, I can't pick all 3 wizards.
Yeah.
So I was
Three of the
gonna
same
pick
person.
one, and it was going to be Dumbledore. But then they're a runner-up because I thought of other characters.
You
But
speaking about an emotional death in a book, when I read about Dumbledore dying, I cried. That funeral, if they would have put that in the movie,
Yeah.
I'd have been done.
No, he's
I'll be
not. He's not
watching out
wrong.
for it.
well,
He's
I
not
was
wrong.
upset it wasn't in the movie, but I was happy they never put his funeral in the movie because I would have just been
here's
bawling
the
in the
thing.
theater.
I was
Just
just
say
gonna.
what you
I
need
was
to
gonna say
say.
the event in the Half-Blood Prince. But
Just
God.
say what you
Oh,
need to
God.
say.
all right,
Yeah.
here's the
That
cool
event.
part about.
Not gonna get
Here's
that.
what I loved about Professor Snape.
But you need to.
that event.
I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's about to
All
say.
right,
Yeah.
What
I
I
don't
loved
want
about
it to be
Professor
ruined
Snape,
for her.
what I
cried,
remember,
too.
what I loved about Professor
Just keep
Snape
it
is
at
you
just-
thought
Is he like his
the
father or
whole
something?
the whole time. Holy crap! You need to read these books.
Yeah, you really do. Cover your ears on
Harry
this.
And
Potter.
Sirius,
I
Sirius
need to watch
Black,
Father.
I
Sirius,
really can't
Sirius
hear you,
Black
so
was a
just
runner-up too because I love Sirius Black.
I
He
think
is
he
awesome.
might be my
Um,
favorite.
He was
But
awesome.
I hated it. Like I loved Gary Oldman's portrayal of him, but man, I thought they like dumbed down that character. Like there just wasn't enough of him in the
Right.
movies.
That's very
Um,
true.
But
Yeah.
Snape, because once you get some, like he's already a pretty imposing and great character in the first couple books, but then
Yeah.
you get some backstory on him, and
Yeah, that's when he.
you
it's
see how, like when he was a kid, and then I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban. You actually get to see a little bit of like what it was like before, when like Harry's father was there with Snape and Sirius.
awesome. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, when he like turned him upside down. and all
Yeah,
that shit.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted to feel, you wanted him to be a good guy. You wanted him to be
Yeah.
not just like the dickhead potion master, you know?
Right.
We all had one of those.
And he was such a cool character, and you wanted like a guy, like a imposing and just a powerful wizard. I guess you just wanted him to be a good guy, and even after the 6th book, I would tell. I thought it was going to be like, well, he has occlumency, so he could like read Dumbledore's mind, and then like he wasn't really doing it for Voldemort. Like I held strong to that,
Yeah.
and oh, that was a great
Paid off in
payoff.
the end.
It was a
Yeah.
really great
It
payoff.
all worked out so well in the
that
end.
character arc, the way it was done, it
Was
it
phenomenal.
really paid off.
Phenomenal.
well. And I loved it.
That's an excellent pick for number 3.
I got
that's
so
that's
excited
really very very good.
reading.
I agree.
I read the 7th Harry Potter book. I got it, and my little cousin was there, and I was, however old. We went that long ago.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. And my little cousin was there, and he was young. He was still like maybe 9th grade. I don't know, probably younger than that, probably middle school. And we both had the book, and we were like in a pissing match about who was gonna finish it first.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish it first. So I like stayed up on my parents' screened-in porch and like read it until I literally fell asleep. And then I woke up when the sun came up because I was just like outside still, and the sun came up, and I just immediately started reading it again until it was done. I read it in like a day and a half. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So Professor
Good
Snape.
Good pick, sir.
Great pick.
Great pick.
I almost bought this has to do with Harry Potter. But when we were just in Orlando,
You didn't go to Potter World, did you?
no, but they had we went to the gift shop in the airport, and they had everybody's wands.
Oh,
That's
dude.
sweet.
Harry
wanted-
Potter World, the wand shop is ridiculous.
I cannot wait to
I
get
wanted
it.
to get
so
the
cool.
Dumbledore.
I want to go
I literally,
so bad.
and you can you
They
go
were
to
really sick.
Ollivanders
They
and
were
you can
sick.
do a wand ceremony where they
Yeah.
you pick which
You pick
wand
one,
is for
or the
you.
wand picks you.
And we did that, and I didn't. The wand, it's like $40. to
They
buy a
are.
wand.
Oh,
That's what.
it's
Yeah.
worth it.
And I was like,
Worth
I'm
every
not
penny.
gonna buy it. And I was with my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it. It's $40. What am I gonna do with a wand? Just like look at it. And as we're walking out, I was like,
You stole it, didn't you?
she's like, no, she's looking at me like, and no, we're like leaving the park. It was like 5 hours later, and she's like, you really wanted that wand, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, I really wanted I really want to get that wand. But I was like, I'm like a 25-year-old dude. What the fuck am I gonna do with a wand? Like,
Oh, I'm
So?
buying one.
Yeah.
And what
so
do
I
we
didn't,
upstairs
I didn't buy
collection?
it, and I regret it. I wish
show
I
it
did.
off to everyone that
Yeah.
comes in your
I
apartment?
really,
around the
I
neighborhood?
actually, I was gonna buy
That's like, yeah, I'm buying it.
Voldemort's really
Oh yeah,
cool
I
in
would like
person.
that.
It's like a bone handle. It's really cool.
They had no, they had them all in the airport. Yeah, they had Harry's. They had.
I've already
mean,
said when I go
you gotta
there,
try and
one
let-
is Harry's.
people are literally going to have to drag me out of that park to leave that place.
Yeah, me too.
Don't eat on the
Literally.
3 broomsticks.
Bit of a
Telling
heads
you
up.
now. It's like we sat down and I was like, we're gonna eat 3 broomsticks, and you get your butter beer and it's terrible, and you get
Yeah, I did hear a
I
lot
got
of
like
mixed reviews
chicken,
about that.
and it was so greasy. I ate like 3 bites of it and was like, I can't do that.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
get some of that dragon
So
meat.
no
next
3
time.
broomsticks, and when you go into the bathroom, be ready for moaning Myrtle.
Yes, awesome.
That's awesome.
She'll scare the piss right out of you, literally.
That's the idea.
Okay.
Okay, so
Number 3.
Anyway,
I guess it's my turn to
Now you
talk
can
about
talk.
something that you
Okay,
guys
you
don't
can
know
talk
about.
now.
Right.
But
yeah.
Let me
so
turn
this
your
was a
mic back on.
no-brainer for me. This was a no-brainer for me, but Corvo from Dishonored is like, oh my god, he's awesome. None
should
of
have known you were
you
gonna
guys
pick
haven't
him.
played Dishonored.
Well, you
No.
played it.
I wish you
I've
would.
watched you
almost
play a
bought
lot of
that.
it.
My cousin said it was amazing.
It's so amazing. You can
Is
borrow
that the main
it from
character's
me.
name?
Yes.
Well, I saw you play it the one night.
You haven't been playing it, and I told you to buy it when it was $5 on Steam, and
I've
neither of you
$5.
did.
I didn't have a
Steam
computer
is-
yet.
Either
You
way,
should.
it's awesome.
gotta
He's
tell me
got
about these
powers,
$5
and
deals.
he's an awesome character. You
Dishonored
don't even
is
see his
like-
face.
Dishonored's a
I
stealth
mean, he's
game,
got a
right?
cool. Yeah, so that's the cool thing about that game is you can play it just murdering everyone in your path, or you can play the whole
like
game
to murder.
without
That is
killing
totally how I
anyone.
want to do it.
And you just use sleep darts
like
and
Metal
you
Gear.
hide them in things and stuff like that. But it's really cool. I don't think I'd have the patience to do it that way though. But he's awesome. You never really see his face because it's a first-person game, but you obviously see the mask that he wears.
The mask
which
is cool as shit.
Mask
awesome.
is very awesome.
He's got
Yeah.
sweet weapons, sweet powers, and he was like framed for something, and now he's fighting his way to
See, that right there would have
discover
made
the
me just
truth. and
destroy
it's just
everyone.
like-
I didn't
yeah,
do it.
well,
you
the
did.
thing
You
is,
did.
like, if you
I've been looking for a
try,
good game. I'm gonna have to go back and play that one.
yeah, I mean, you can take it with you when you leave.
Oh, great.
It's
There you go.
awesome. Please play it.
See you next week.
I
There's
think
door
everybody
prizes,
should
you
play it. But,
Can I take something?
I know.
no, but like the thing about that is like,
I really like this.
if you play it without killing anybody, you have sleep darts. But the thing is, when you shoot them with a sleep dart, you can't just leave them on the ground, or the rats are going to eat them. Therefore, that counts as them dying. So you actually have to drag
Really?
them into like a dumpster or something. Like it's really challenging.
That's a better place for
That's
them.
why I'm saying like.
Don't take them to a bed and breakfast or anything.
I just wouldn't have the
I just
patience.
want them all to
but,
die. They can
man,
all
it's
die.
Awesome. It is such a cool
Let 'em
game.
die.
See, I
Let
always
'em die.
try and be stealthy, and then like when you get caught, and you just say, "Oh, screw it,
Fuck it.
Rampage.
murder
Yeah.
everybody."
Yeah.
Well, that's the night I think we decided to do this
I was playing
podcast.
upstairs
Yeah,
for a
we were
little
like,
bit.
we want
Yeah.
to do like, we want to do a podcast, and then we went in your room. You're like, did you play Dishonored? I was like, no, I want to see it. And you played.
Yeah.
That's
And then we
awesome.
just kind
Another
of sat there
really
and watched
cool
her play
thing
for like
about
an hour and a
that
half.
game, I just want to talk about it for a minute, is
Go ahead.
that like, so not only are you framed for like the murder of the Empress and then you have to do whatever, but like there's a plague as well, and
Oh.
you go. There's a whole like part in that game where you go to a rich person's house. They're having like a masquerade ball, and it's kind of like, what's that book called? Mask of the Red Death or whatever. It's kind of like that where all the rich people hole up in a house so that the plague doesn't get them, and
Kill
then
them
the
all.
plague infects them, and in a sense you're the plague because you go in and you just start killing people. It's
Hell
so
yeah.
cool. Oh my god, I love it. Geek out over that game.
Hashtag K moment geek out.
Hashtag K wants to kill all the rich
So
people.
Corvo, definitely.
All the rich ones.
K hates rich people.
Definitely.
If you're rich, watch out.
You
Can't
may
wait to be here
fall.
next week. She's occupied.
Yeah,
Wall
she's
Street.
now her.
gonna
Now,
be the
now,
female
yeah, now she's
Corvo.
in jail. Yeah.
She's gonna
Yeah.
be murdering people on Wall Street.
Or just putting them all to
Like,
sleep.
here,
Just putting them all-
bitches.
just putting them in the dumpsters.
All-
Yeah, and dragging them into dumpsters.
It's awesome.
How's that?
Let me see your
Alright.
trash.
Tony.
Well,
All right, Tony.
My number three. My
three.
top three were a lot easier. Everything else was way too hard. Number 3 is going to be Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. He's one of the oldest and coolest, pervious men I know, and I want to be just like him when I get that old.
Is he like the guy from Family Guy, the old guy?
No.
Even
He likes
more
women.
perverted than that.
He
Way
doesn't
more
like
perverted.
little boys. He likes women. He's just perfect. It was really funny because I remember.
You want to be like Master Roshi when you grow
Absolutely.
up.
Absolutely.
So you're going to be a short, wrinkly, bald guy with sunglasses on and a gigantic turtle shell on the
Yes,
back,
absolutely.
being the most
And
perverted
the
person on
perverted
the
man,
planet.
yes.
He'd be a great grandfather.
Yeah, it's like, what a role model.
I'm not familiar with this character, but Steve's description makes me want to know more.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is
really.
fantastic.
Just watch a lot of the earlier
Yeah, there
Dragon
was
Ball
like
Zs.
one of the newer like little filler things that they made. They were like, they all disappeared from some fight, and they were pulling up these beats from the ground to see who got the biggest ones to see who could fight these people. So Master Roshi goes to pull one up, and it's just like the shape of a woman. It's just like these curves, and he's like, "Oh,
God! He does that all the time
It
too.
was so
Makes these awesome noises.
It was perfect. I love him. I mean, it was hard not to put Goku in that list because I do love Goku so much. He's definitely my runner-up. But
Yeah,
I mean, he came back from the dead to punch a dude in the face, and that was the coolest thing.
that was badass.
Okay, we're on
I
two.
don't know.
Oh
I know
my.
nothing about Dragon Ball Z.
Me either.
Unfortunately.
Quality.
That's okay.
I do.
One day.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
Two.
There we go.
I can't believe we're already number 2. It's just flying by
Open
so
your journal
fast.
back up.
I don't need to open the
Oh.
book. I know who I picked for number 2. His name is Steve Rogers, the Captain of America.
Oh, there he
yeah.
is. There
America.
he is.
Fuck yeah.
Did
There
you know
he
it was
is.
coming, Garrett? Did you
I
know? You
had
knew.
a clue.
Who?
Oh, he, Captain America.
Captain
I was
America.
like-
I was gonna say the person on your
I was
shirt.
like, you're
is
wearing a Marvel shirt.
Come on.
okay.
Come on.
Um,
Steven
Did he say that?
Rogers.
He said that way too fast.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Captain America is my homeboy. He's number 1 in the Marvel world for me. The movies are perfect.
The movies are so good.
The movies
They're
are just.
quality.
He plays Captain America like just the perfect way he should be played.
I believe you did utter this week that you were gonna cry when Chris Evans isn't Captain
I
America
did
anymore.
say that because it's stupid. He should be Captain America.
He
Anyway,
really should be.
He wants to like stop doing it to direct movies.
Yeah,
And,
what a-
like
Wow.
you know
What a
I'm
weirdo.
really happy for your
Yeah, that's
personal
horrible.
ambitions.
That's no
dude,
Captain
but you're
America.
fucking up my like
Yeah.
Captain
My whole
America.
life.
Yeah, your fantasies.
Way to have
But
aspiring
it's-
dreams, jeez,
It's gotta
asshole.
be Captain. When I like just going back into when I was a kid, like my uncle when I was like 3 or 4, it's a like really early memory. He took like construction paper or cardboard or something, and he cut them into circles and colored them like Captain America's shield, and he gave them to us, and me and my cousin, and it was like probably the worst gift ever if you were like my parents, but for me it was amazing, and that you could like it was just great.
Start
And someone,
chucking it and stuff.
Someone actually took a toy sword and hit it and broke it, like made a crack in the middle of it. That was the end of that, but it was a terrifying day, just awful.
He moved up from that to a trash
But then,
can
you know,
lid.
like he's just my go-to guy. I love him.
He's your Spider-Man for
the
me.
cap.
He is, and it's just because I think, like everyone nowadays, when comic book movies come out and new comic books come out, it's just like everything's so dark and gritty, and everything has to be realism and all this other stuff. And I just think it's nice to know that like Captain America, like there is just like a pure 100%
A good guy.
unwavering good guy makes the right call every time, and I just think. You know, we could use more of that in the world today.
Yeah, we could.
Could use more Captain America.
We
Steven
could use-
Steven
it's
Rogers.
just, you know,
I do want to see those movies.
it just reminds
Soldier
you know,
was
We
fucking
it
definitely
just
awesome.
reminds
Winter
you
Soldier
what,
was really good.
what a person can be when they're
It's true.
100%. Just, I love him. Good.
Okay.
Captain.
Fantastic. I was waiting for a Marvel character. Jeez.
God, I know.
From you, at least.
What do you got, Kay?
So my number 2 is near and dear to my heart. He's hot.
Oh?
Oh shit, it's not me.
And his name is Nathan Drake.
Yeah, we knew Nathan was coming.
Obviously.
I
but,
cannot believe
like,
that's not your number
was in a
one.
movie, Steve, you could play him.
I could.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'll try.
I
Try
can
it out.
see
Give me
I'll
your
try
best
it out.
shot, you know.
I'll give it a go.
Like, all you can do.
he's
I'll just hop on
charming as
Skype and that'll be
shit,
mine.
And he's sarcastic and he makes jokes and he just kicks ass. I love him.
And he's hot.
But he does have a past, and I just wish they'd explore that a little more. But I
They
can't wait
might.
for
I mean,
Uncharted
after
4.
the
Yeah.
fourth one
God.
comes out, they,
Looks
you
awesome.
never know.
Yeah. So
They could go in the prequel stages.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
well, this 4 is not going to. But
No, I mean after 4. Like after the fourth one, they could. It's possible. You never know. They
Which
can go-
game is your favorite one? Mine's number 2.
I know that everybody loves number 2.
I can only say number 2 because I really
The
haven't
thing
played the third
is,
one.
I
yet.
was a
never
big
played
fan
any
of
of them yet.
3.
Yeah,
like
I
3
haven't played
was
the third one
definitely.
One day.
What the hell?
1 and 2. I'm
Third
gonna
one
go
was
2.
awesome.
Then yeah, I would have to agree with you, Bob.
The third one is definitely awesome. 2 is amazing, but like halfway through, I was just like, oh my god, this is so much like climbing, and I got bored once he got to like the ice chapter.
Yeah.
Once he meets Tenzin, basically the second half of the game, I was like, oh my god. But the third one, just I loved it. I played it in like an 8-hour sitting, and then I wanted to play it
game.
again. Like yeah, it was like 9 hours long. But that again, I didn't search out all the treasures and all that shit. Like
I've never played. Isn't there multiplayer? I've never played that.
yeah, and Uncharted 2
Yeah,
multiplayer is way better than the
I
third
watched
one.
her
It's
play it. It
just-
looks really
oh
fun.
my god.
The thing about Nathan Drake when I first started playing the Uncharted is that guy has upper body strength like no other
He's
fucking character in
superhuman.
existence. He's just a normal guy.
Pull-ups for
Yeah,
days.
Not a normal guy. But it's like, how are you doing this? He's like hanging and then he just pulls himself up 20 feet to the next ledge above him. I'm like, no. Wait a minute.
Jumps off the wall like.
Well, that's just Nate.
It's just Nate being Nate.
But yeah, he's great.
What was his Sully? Wasn't that his sidekick?
Yeah,
He was
the
my
older
favorite in
guy.
the first game.
Sully was cool as shit.
I was positive he
not
was
a
gonna
Sully
die in the first
fan.
game.
God.
I was too.
That
But
was
it's
like old man mentor. He's going down.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
they,
you
like,
should definitely
faked
play
you
the
out.
third one then.
Well,
So you can take that too.
Spoiler alert.
Jeez, Bob, you're leaving here with some
I'm
good
not
stuff.
really
I
spoiling
didn't ruin
anything,
it.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying
Somebody
if
ruined
you
it.
like Sully, play
Somebody
the third
ruined it.
one.
You
I'll
get
do
to-
I'll
didn't
just
ruin
say
You get to
that.
play as Sully.
I'm just kind of upset you're leaving here with like 2 video games.
Yeah. So what are the rest of? Well, I live here, so I'm fine. But when Garrett leaves, he's like, I'm not doing anything today.
I'm just gonna take something.
He's gonna take one of your
And then
cats.
2 weeks,
Yes, do
I'm
it.
taking Charlie.
To Charlie's gone.
Or you're just gonna like figure out that
All
something's
of a
missing.
sudden,
Like,
Garrett
where's
just starts
wait a
telling you
minute.
guys how much he loves cats and how he would love to have them.
Or I just take selfies with it. I'm
That's
like,
what-
this is
yeah.
my new cat.
Yeah.
Like,
With the duct tape over his mouth. Like,
I
I
just-
just want him back.
I
Give me a
just,
video game.
I just change his name, and
Yeah.
you guys are like,
And
isn't
that's
that
it.
Charlie? No.
No, that's just. It
No,
looks just
don't
like
know
him.
I know it looks just like
Yeah.
him.
I really like Spider-Man action figures too. You want to go to your place?
Yeah, I'm never letting any of you in my place. Well, Bobby's been there.
I've been there
I've
too.
already been there. I've soiled it.
I haven't.
Trust
I
me.
haven't. No.
Well, now we know what we're doing after this.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna come over.
Okay.
If you guys sweet.
I'll take the turtle. Excuse me, tortoise.
Turtle for the cat.
All right.
All right. My number 2 is
Over to
also
the Tony.
near and dear to my heart.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say a one
Cholesterol.
Wade Wilson,
Oh.
also known as Deadpool.
Near and
Tony was
dear.
convinced last week that Deadpool was going to be on my list, but
I was.
I'm just going to throw this out there
absolutely
now.
Convinced.
He was
I'm
definitely a very
surprised it
close
wasn't.
runner-up. I just forgot to mention him because there were so many characters, but he's definitely up there.
He's
on
just
a list, too.
He's perfect in every
He is
way
perfect.
possible.
I got his
I
socks
believe.
on.
I wore him the other day.
Sorry,
He
nobody
is-
could see that except for
Right.
people in this room. I just kicked my leg up in the
But
air.
you
and
let 'em
exposed
know.
my
Yeah, I
socks,
mean,
yeah.
if you have the Loot Crate socks, those are the ones.
Yeah,
for
those are
that.
the ones.
Got the Loot Crate.
Yeah.
But
Sponsored by Loot Crate.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that movie. I think it's going to be absolutely perfect.
If
Yes.
it, I mean, if it,
I
that,
cannot wait.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's
Ryan
like
Reynolds,
the,
yes.
Yeah, if
What's
it's
it
like
called?
the trailer thing.
Are they?
That
Maybe
leaked
definitely
footage,
making
the leaked
that?
test
Test
footage.
I believe so. But it looks
it
amazing.
look, if yeah, that was like the best test footage I think I've ever seen.
Ever.
Of like,
Ever.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like when I got back into reading comics, he's like one of the main ones that really got me back into
yeah.
it.
I have. Well, I have some old Deadpool comics from the '90s,
That's
and
sweet.
like I that's when I first discovered Deadpool, but.
Yeah.
They brought him back in when like Secret Invasion started, like right there, start with Deadpool number
Oh,
1,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I got back in. I was like, man, this is like he's
It's-
such a cool character.
He is, and he's so funny. And
Yeah.
He just does whatever.
When
the
you
fuck
break
he
the
wants.
well, and when he
Yeah,
breaks
when-
the
yeah,
fourth wall, he
exactly. It's
talks to
perfect.
his his other voice in his head, and he's just like,
Yeah, I love it.
so.
I still want to make. I'm not going to tell these people. Never mind. I have an idea for an awesome shirt. I'll tell you later. I don't want people to
there
steal
are
my
some really
idea.
cool Deadpool shirts though.
This is going to be a good one. But anyway,
Steve, what's the Deadpool shirt you have? Is it the cake? Is it the piece of cake?
Oh, the cake.
No, the one where it's like
The head,
the
right?
whole front is his head, and then in the thought bubble, it's like, hey, look, and then at the bottom of his head, it's like my head.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my
I
head.
have the cake
cute
one.
little chibi one where
It's
he's
like a-
sorting through.
oh,
the
yeah,
comic
that one
book.
is good. I have that too.
I'm like, oh my god, that is so cute.
Yeah.
I have the cake one though. It's like a portal one. He's like hanging out through a portal, and he's got the cake.
Yeah. That's it. That's the one I
Yeah.
was thinking
Cake.
of.
That one's
Cake.
quality.
Cake.
The cake is not a lie to Deadpool.
I have a Deadpool magnet on my fridge.
Sweet.
Me too.
That's all.
All right.
Kind of.
Nothing to it. Just that.
kind of.
Numero uno.
Oh, no.
Runners
no,
up.
Runners
Oh,
up.
runners up.
Let
My
me get
bad.
out
My
my
bad.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
runners
like
up.
5.
I have
Okay.
like 10.
Well, we
I've
said
got about
4.
47.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll only bore
47.
you with a
Wait.
few.
I mean, if you have like, okay, if you have like 5, you could say you're 5.
Yeah, it's just
or
gonna be
whatever.
quick.
Yeah, if it's just like
Whoa,
a
whoa,
few,
whoa.
whatever. What do you
Okay,
got, Bob?
Go, Bob.
All right, runners up. These are in no particular order. First off, I didn't want to put any real people on the list. I know we were allowed to if we wanted to, but I didn't want to do it. So Steven Spielberg is one because his movies shaped who I am.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
Literally shaped you.
No,
Yes.
literally, like took me like
You were
a,
putty
like
in
a
his
warm
hands.
mound of clay, and molded me into the gorgeous man you see before you.
into the group.
So yeah, Spielberg. I already said the wizard trio.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dumbledore, Merlin, and Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm sitting here, though, I rethought it. I think Gandalf would probably be the guy because he's
Above those 3.
Gandalf.
He's your
Gandalf
top
the White.
wizard?
Gandalf the Grey was cool, but Gandalf the White.
The white.
The White.
He's pretty cool. I had Boromir on there from Lord of the Rings 2, another Sean Bean death. Because he
Like
was
we said.
fallible. He was like a real person, you know, like an actual human being where he made mistakes and then he, you know, in the end he redeemed himself. So that was
Yes.
an awesome arc. I had Cartman and Butters.
Ooh.
The duo
Quality.
though, it has to be the duo. 'cause
The duo
of
the
the
Butters
guys is
episodes
really
of Cartman are
funny.
amazing. Boba Fett, obviously. And I had Link and Ash
Ooh.
from Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Nice.
But the hardest
to be
one,
cut off.
the hardest one to not put on the list.
We're at 12 right now.
I don't know how many we're at. I had Malcolm Reynolds and Indiana Jones and Han Solo, but they're kind of all 3 like the same character type. And Han
Yeah,
Solo is
that's
probably
basically
the,
on mine too.
Han Solo was the hardest one to not put in the top 5.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Fighting
I
with
was
two.
certain you were gonna have a top Star Wars
yeah.
character in your top 5.
Han Solo.
We don't know who number 1 is yet, so
Han Solo. We don't know who number 1 is yet.
We don't know.
Stay tuned. After these messages from Loot Crate.
If only.
I know, right?
Han Solo is the. I mean, I don't think I have to explain why he's the man. He's the man.
He's
Not
the
to
man.
us.
You
right?
don't
No.
have to.
No.
He's on my
Um,
runner-ups.
Yeah, and he's. I always thought Han Solo was really cool because.
Because he fucking is.
Well,
Yeah.
he, well,
Just
he
did-
is, but
again,
it
you don't
always
need to explain
it,
it.
like it represented this whole other part of the Star Wars universe that wasn't about Jedi and all
Right,
that, but
right,
it was
right,
about
right.
space pirates and
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
Yeah.
pirate, and it, you know, it was just this whole other thing. And I always
That's
wanted
a
to
good
see
way
him.
to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I always
Put
want
it.
to see him explore that, and I think it's so awesome that we're actually going to get to do that soon. Like,
I know. I cannot
where they're
wait
going to make
for that
movies
standalone
about
Han
other
Solo movie.
things. Yeah, and I mean, I think the standalone could go either way because someone's going to have to play Han Solo that's not Harrison
Right.
Ford, and it's going to be
Well, you
weird.
saw did you see the picture of Chris Pratt in like the Indiana Jones thing?
yes.
Oh my God! Like I feel like they
That's
just,
nice.
I think
throw
Chris
him
Pratt
as,
could do it.
Yeah.
I think Garrett
I think he
Hedlund
could do it.
though, because he looks like Harrison Ford. But Chris Pratt, I don't know because now he's got Guardian. He's kind of playing Han Solo in Guardians in the Galaxy already.
But that's the
Right.
thing. Like he's slowly becoming like the star to play like
Chris Pratt
a
from
character
Nathan
like
Drake.
that.
That's true. But do you think
Chris
Disney?
Pratt's probably her number 1.
Well, I mean,
I'd say.
Harrison Ford also did Indy.
I
so-
want him to be Nathan
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm wondering, like, will Disney let him be in Marvel and Star Wars? Because then he'd basically be just working for Disney.
Well, he's going
Period.
to be the lead in Jurassic Park. So.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
the new Jurassic Park movie.
But it's just really cool that we're gonna get to go there and see other parts of the Star Wars universe that
I
don't
know, I'm
involve
really
Jedi
excited about
and all
that, too.
It's just that's what he represented to me. It was like another.
We're camping out, Bob.
Oh my God!
totally-
For Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
out
yeah.
there like 3 days
Weeks
in advance.
weeks
Yeah.
before.
Towson XD VIP. Suck it. That's what we're doing.
All the time.
And I'm gonna have a waiter that's going to bring me snow caps.
I love snow
And a
caps.
stormtrooper helmet.
Yes.
No, I'll be wearing storm.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, runners up,
All right.
K.
Runners up, K.
Those are some good runners up, Bob.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks, Garrett.
I'm just gonna say a couple more of mine now too. No.
No, you're not allowed. You
Maybe
had
think
your
of more,
day in
too.
the sun.
Yeah, you had your time.
All right, so obviously, one of my runner-ups is Ellie from The Last of Us. 'Cause she's totally badass and
She's
adorable.
sweet.
She's like one of the best female characters. Her and Tess. Tess died way too early. Rest in peace, my queen. And then,
What is she?
and then I have Elizabeth on here from BioShock Infinite, but I absolutely love BioShock Infinite, so I have to put Booker. Do it on here as well. Just them as a pair. It's
Booker. Yeah, that's a
fucking
good
perfect,
game.
isn't it?
a good
God, if you play that and then you've played BioShock 1 and 2 and you come to the realization that I'm not going to spoil, it's just incredible.
I didn't play Bioshock 2.
Um,
I heard it was bad.
Yeah.
I didn't play any
it's-
of them.
But the first one.
I played the
It's
first
funny
one.
because
Yeah,
I
I
played
played the
all
first
three
one.
of them, and then after I played Infinite, I went back and played one with him, and I saw so many things that.
Really?
That's why you have
One
to
was
play all
cool.
three of them, because
What-
when you
I
make
really
the
like playing it.
realization at the end of all the three games, it's pretty crazy.
Bioshock 1 was the last game. One of the only games that made me actually scream out loud from fright.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
Some of the
when I
people
played, I
are
was like-
remember in
terrifying.
like the
I was like,
beginning,
what is
not
going
like the
on?
very
Yeah.
beginning, but like early in the game, you see like one of the creepy you see like a shadow on a wall in a
Yeah.
bathroom. And so I go towards it to shoot it, and then the lights go out.
Yeah.
And when they come back on, you think it's going to be right in front of you, and they come back on, and you're like, oh, there's nothing there. And then you turn around, and it's right there in your face.
Yeah, the like people in that movie. The people in that game are just so creepy, and they have like the bunny faces,
Yeah.
and they're like
Whoever like
you know,
That was enough for me.
whoever's mind thought of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Ken
That
Levine.
needs to be in an institution.
yeah, I don't really want to meet them,
I'll pass.
I'd love to meet them, pick their brain a little.
or they'll pick your brain.
Oh no!
Eat it for dinner.
Fucking weird, man.
Maybe it was me that created that. No,
Another strong female badass on my list is Elena Fisher from the Uncharted series. 'Cause
enough with the females.
she's,
Jeez.
you know
I know,
what?
look, we have like any
Come on.
until
Women.
until
Damn it.
Fish said
You
something
know
in the
what?
last
I don't
episode.
know Star
It was
Wars,
like, yeah.
Harry Potter, like I don't know all that stuff. That you
We
do, so
also
I
need to get some
pull
ethnic
from-
characters on here.
Yeah,
pull
come
from my
on.
females. Well, okay.
I'm
if you want
just
to talk ethnic, I
messing
did
with
love
you.
Sam from
Do
The
we
Last
have a
of Us. Poor
Latino?
baby.
Anyone?
A Latino?
Or black?
My poor little baby. I just said Sam from The Last of Us. Okay, and then I've got you guys are awful. Okay, and then I guess my
I
last
got some
runner-up.
Asian.
Sorry, he's being terrible right now. That's
Good,
Hey, yeah,
sorry.
Tony has anime characters. That counts, right?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right, and my
yeah, it does, Bob.
SpaZcast. Now
Yes, it
sponsored by
does.
racism.
Yeah, after these words from racism.
Apologies for the
Oh,
racist.
Sorry, hon. Go ahead. Okay.
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 Back on topic. So I guess my final runner-up would have to be Nathan Hale from Resistance because I just really liked him. And then when he wasn't in the third one, because he became a Chimera, I was like, my heart was broken a little bit. Spoilers.
It was
for you guys.
shattered.
I think you need to
But-
change your name to Nathan because she's
all about
Yeah.
these Nathans.
You're-
Jesus.
So, oh yeah, and then I actually had another Nathan from.
See?
I'm not
Fucking
kidding. From
Nathans are there.
Misfits. I don't. The
Oh,
British
Jesus.
show
Yeah,
Misfits.
that's
It's
right.
fucking incredible. Nathan is an awesome character.
Nathan was
Watch
cool
it.
in that character.
You have a good list.
If you watch Misfits, fucking
A
watch.
solid fucking
If you
list
haven't
full
watched
of
Misfits,
goddamn
please do
Nathans.
I'm enjoying your list.
Women
you.
and Nathan.
Have you
Just
watched
love them all.
Misfits?
Number 5.
Nathan.
No, I have not
Number
watched
4,
Misfits.
Nathan.
You
Number
really
3,
should.
Nathan.
Nathan.
I just like the
She has a common theme.
video game
Yeah.
theme, and it's making me think of a lot of great video games.
Just
that
wait till I
wish
You know
I
what?
my
had.
first one.
Just root through all the video games we got. Anything you want, just take it.
I'm serious. I'm going to give you at least
Screw it.
2 or 3.
I
to go
really
home
like
with.
video games.
Gary, you can have one,
and
too.
figurines
Okay. Yes.
And couches. I like this couch.
It is
Yeah,
a sweet
except the
couch.
cats.
It's leather.
I like
He's
this
gonna
one.
take that too.
All right,
blanket
your
guys
turn, I
ready?
think.
Fine.
Tony, runner up.
Well, to begin with, I really do share
Hurry
a lot
up.
of Bobby's of Han Solo, Boba Fett, half the characters in Harry Potter,
Oh yeah.
and obviously all the Muppets.
Hermione.
Okay, so we're at like 100
Some of the other
characters.
ones that were really hard. Luigi was definitely one I wanted him to be in one of my 4 or 5 spots because I've always loved Luigi forever.
Always my preferred
Um,
plumber brother.
Master Chief, I know he was on your list. He was definitely
He was.
up there.
He's my 5.
Yeah, I could. I wanted him there, but I couldn't do it. As for the anime characters, I definitely have Shin-Chan. That's one of the funniest
yeah.
shows I've ever seen. And
Have you guys watched Shin-Chan?
Please,
No.
God, watch Shin-Chan
Oh
one
my
day.
god, watch it just once.
Just
Just
watch
one
it. I'm
episode
not
is
even
all
gonna-
you.
Well, now that I'm
friggin' need.
curious, I probably will.
Yeah.
just watch it.
That's something you can take
Is it
away from this
Netflix?
house.
Is it in the anime section?
Yeah.
of
It
Netflix?
was on there
Yeah.
for a while. I don't know if it still is.
I'm not sure either, but that's when I watched it when it was on Netflix.
I have a little small list of newer characters.
He has his character
We can't do subcategories.
categorized. Like what the fuck?
It's just like newer characters, so I really couldn't put them in my top 5 because they haven't been around long enough, such as the whole entire Bob's Burgers cast.
They've been around
Um,
long after the first episode.
The
That's
same
around
with the
long
whole
enough for me.
Arc Cast. They're all of them are perfect.
I wanted to say Sterling Mallory Archer as well
Yeah.
in my top 5, but I was like,
that whole
I don't
cast,
think
they're
so.
all perfect, all of them.
or Krieger.
I had a few girls, my runner-ups.
Oh, there they are. Okay,
I had some. They
they're
were
hiding in the
runner-ups.
very
Now
bottom
Bobby's,
of the list.
now Bobby's checking.
I
Lara
forgot to say
Croft.
Buffy.
There you go.
Lara Croft
you
is
just did,
definitely
so.
one.
Lara Croft.
Tomb Raider was always
Nice.
amazing. Jean Grey, because the Dark Phoenix saga is one of the greatest things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Truth.
And that outfit from the early
Oh, yeah.
90s. Mm.
Quality.
Mm.
Loved it.
That illustration.
Really, that may be all.
That's it?
believe
Wow, really?
So.
So
Okay.
now we're at number
We're
one.
at number 1, guys.
Dun, dun, dun,
I cannot wait to hear this.
dun, dun, dun,
The
dun,
number
dun.
one.
I had this whole thing I wanted to say about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I dropped the ball on it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Sorry
Too
about
late.
that, guys.
That'll be the next episode.
We'll do a whole episode on Buffy. Do you know they teach like college classes about Buffy?
Did he
Jesus
really?
Christ.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Pretty
Do you
pretty
get your own
fascinating stuff.
steak? Do you get your own wooden steak?
No, Garrett, I'm sure you don't get your own steak.
That should be part of the class.
You probably get
Yeah, it's
3
like-
credits.
You learn how. Yeah,
Ribeye
that's
or
all you
T-bone?
want. Yeah, that's all
Maybe
you get
just
from it.
2 because it's an elective.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah.
Glad you caught that.
All right,
Numero uno.
I caught it too.
number 1.
Number 1. Here we go.
Go. Very near and dear to my heart, and probably kicked off my movie obsession. And also the reason I didn't want to have Han Solo or Boba Fett or anyone else on the list because Luke Skywalker.
Who the fuck
Yes.
is it?
Luke
Has to be number
Skywalker's
one.
number 1.
Luke.
Luke has to be number 1. I didn't want. I
Oh.
told Garrett I could have had a, 20 name list of just Star Wars characters.
Yeah, I probably could
Yeah.
have too.
But and like when I sat down to do this, the first names I wrote were like Luke, Yoda, Vader, the Emperor. Like all of them are just
Yeah.
fantastic characters. But Luke, because I mean, when you were a kid, like all you wanted to do was I wanted a blue lightsaber, and I wanted to run around and like fly my X-wing, and I mean that's. I mean
Just
that
have
was
the
it.
Jedi Force. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's Star Wars has like impacted and changed my like whole life. I mean, it was just it literally made me the person I am. Like Star Wars influenced me more than anything else, and my obsession with movies and nerd things.
At this
all
point, I
comes
feel
from
like
that.
George Lucas should be your number 1. or something.
Right.
No,
I mean,
well,
you
all right.
threw Steven Spielberg's name in there, but I'm like,
Here's the
where's
thing about George Lucas. George
Georgie.
Lucas told one of the greatest stories ever in episodes 1 through 6 of the fall of Darth Vader and the redemption, and that's one of the greatest stories.
I don't know about one.
I'm not saying the movies were flawless or
He
perfect.
means like the
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
I know what
story
he
he
means.
told was fantastic. George Lucas's problem is he became obsessed with digital filmmaking and to the detriment of the series.
Yeah.
And that was enough for him to not even get on the runner-up list. All
Yeah,
those
because he
names.
hasn't done. I mean, THX 1138 was good, and he's made other movies and produced more.
Yeah.
I can see that. Like, I know what you're saying there because Steven Spielberg was like
He was
Spielberg-
he
so
became
many
the man.
just
Right.
like
yeah.
different.
Yeah, and I mean, and they're buddies, and that's great. But George Lucas, that's why I love what Disney did because they bought Lucasfilm,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna keep him around to kind of usher the story into
Yeah.
the next generation. And it is his story, and it's a great story, but the actual making of those stories had to be taken out of his hands, or it wouldn't have been something to be so excited over. So it was perfect what they did, and he's gonna get to do it. It's just he's where he needs to be now. So
Luke, that was good.
I like that.
it's got to be Luke.
Luke fucking
For you,
Skywalker. That's a
just
good
like-
number 1. I like
had
that.
to be
he's
Spidey
quality.
for me.
And I can't believe they got Mark Hamill to come back and do it.
That's pretty.
He looks
sick.
Yeah,
cool
that
as
is
shit.
awesome.
He
by
looks
the way.
bad
His beard,
ass
love
with
the
that
way he
beard,
looks.
man.
Right?
His beard.
A
He
buff
looks like
old
a,
dude with a huge beard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And now the plot
can't
details
wait.
that are like coming out.
I haven't read any of them because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of them.
I'm
yet.
not going to read how it's going to end or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, but I
yeah.
want to know like enough, like what you would know from watching like the first trailer.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
know that.
It'll
And-
make you more excited. And
Yeah,
everything.
and the plot of it just is going to be so cool.
All right.
Okay.
Number one.
Number one.
Let me guess. It's either a woman or
Nathan?
someone
It's gonna be
named Nate.
Nathan Girl
Nathan.
or
Yeah.
something.
Okay, so I don't like. Here's the thing. I don't know
Nathania.
if this warrants a top,
not a person.
like a number one spot, but it's just someone or something, I guess, that brings me extreme excitement and extreme joy. And it's not someone that I've like, loved since I was like 5. I don't really have anybody like that. Like you have your Spider-Man, you have your person and whatnot, but like I don't have someone that it's like, oh man, they totally changed my life. So I'm gonna say
Okay.
someone that I seriously love a lot, Jim Carrey's
The Mask.
The fucking Grinch.
The Grinch.
Oh God, yes.
Oh my God, I'm
Wow.
obsessed with him. I watched that movie
Jesus.
like a million times last Christmas.
I was not expecting that at
That's a
all.
good
obsessed.
curveball.
I think
That's
he's
a
huge
hilarious.
curveball.
Oh my God.
But him as the Grinch
I
is
love it.
amazing.
It really
He
is
really
awesome.
is.
I never saw it.
Really? He's like
Never
the
saw
best.
I mean, this is
Well,
coming
I
from
have
a
it,
guy.
so
I
you
love
can-
the original.
Oh my God.
Like after I watched it, like the first couple of times,
That's
I went
true.
out and bought it on Blu-ray. Like
No,
I
wait,
could
hang
watch
on.
it now.
Who actually bought it on Blu-ray?
Oh, you bought
Yeah, I
it.
did.
That's right.
That's what I was
Oh.
saying. It was an early Christmas present. I was like, all right, you need
Yeah, you
this.
did
You're
buy
going
it.
to need
Correction.
this or we're not going to be able to
Either
function
way.
normally.
Oh my God.
No, you
Just
you should see it, Bob. It's
hilarious.
It is really cool. I really love like the makeup and everything. I mean, and I loved
I love
the
it so
original
much.
Grinch. I loved it so much. Like to me, that's just like one of the best Christmas stories. But like,
It just brings me a lot of joy.
but whenever
He brings me
whenever
a
it
lot
came
of
on
joy.
ABC Family or something, she's like, oh shit, we need to watch this right now.
I
Like
love
nothing
it.
else matters except for Jim Carrey.
So
That was a
I'm
huge
giving it up
curveball,
to,
but I enjoyed
yeah,
it.
that was
Yeah.
good.
Give it
I
up to
didn't
Jim
see that
Carrey's
coming.
The Grinch.
Nope.
Over all the Nathans. The Grinch beat all
the thing,
those
like,
Nathans.
there's so
I
many
can't
people
believe
that I
all
could
those
have said
Nathans.
that I like because I like
Going
him, like
down with the
Cloud,
Grinch.
all the people, my runners up, but like he just brings me a shitload of joy, even though he's not very joyful.
No, he's
Like,
he's pretty grumpy.
By the end,
Awesome.
I mean, by the
Yeah.
end, he,
Well, yeah.
redemption story, total redemption story.
Perfect.
totally redeem yourself. Okay.
And my number one,
Oh God.
which all some of you may have already guessed, would be Doctor Who.
Oh, you
The
just
good
share
doctor.
the common bond.
I do
with
share
it.
the
It's-
bond.
yeah.
The good old Z.
Mm-hmm.
There was a show that came on and it gave me so many emotions I never felt from the show.
That's exactly what I was.
Yeah,
What I said
Stephen
too last
Moffat's
week.
a fucking asshole.
You
but
made
I love him
made you tingle.
Why is he an asshole?
because he plays with my emotions so much.
He writes these stories so well. Like he writes them and
Oh my
you
God,
get
it's-
involved with the
yeah.
characters, and then the way that they, we'll say, leave the show
Yeah,
or the way
it's
they're
always
written
so
out.
hard.
It's like most of them are
Oh,
fucking heartbreaking.
the worst
It's
is
like
the
God
Ponds.
damn it, Steven.
Do characters like die on that show? And
Not particularly. It's weird.
Some do, some don't.
Some-
But like
yeah.
you really,
Me and you
I mean,
should
we
start
can't really
watching it.
I'm gonna.
But
it's on
when
Netflix.
the
I saw it
Ponds
last night.
left, the
I'll watch it
Ponds-
with you guys. We'll
He
just,
said
we'll just have
start, like,
parties.
He said start at like the 2005.
Well, the one that's on
Start with
Netflix
9.
is going to be the one that
Yeah,
starts.
it's
exactly.
the new, I was
Like the
gonna
new one, yeah.
start watching that yesterday actually, but Krista made me watch Portlandia instead.
I'm not going to give spoilers, but when the Ponds left, that whole episode, I knew it was coming. And I was just like, everything's fine, everything's fine. It gets to the end of the episode, and I'm like, everything's still fine, it's cool.
Everything's
And
good,
it
and then
just
boom, it
punches
just
you straight in your feels.
right in
and I
the
was just
dick.
like, oh
It just
my
kills you
God.
inside.
I was just like literally crying. Like
I'm
this
telling
is
you.
I fucking hate you
It's
so
right in the
much.
emotions.
Right
in
in
the
my
emotion
feels.
hole. If you guys seriously watch it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. I will definitely watch it with you.
Oh,
cuddle
yes.
with me
I'll
on the
watch
couch
it.
and
Oh,
watch it.
Yes.
absolutely.
Who's your favorite Doctor?
Yeah, that's.
Everyone usually
That-
says David Tennant.
No, everyone really does love David Tennant. I think
I love David.
I still like Matt Smith just a little more, but I also think it might have been the writing at the time, the stories that made it a little better.
That's very true. That's a good point.
But David Tennant was awesome.
His Doctor was written
They've really
incredibly
all
well.
been awesome, mostly.
Didn't Matt Smith pop up again in like the premiere episode of this season? With
Yeah,
yeah.
he was in it for a cool second, and
So
I'm
I've
really
watched
excited.
that episode 4 or 5 times now.
I'm really excited
It's
for
only been
Peter
out a week.
Capaldi. He's
I had to do it.
a perfect actor, and it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Good call, Tone.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Coming from me, I
Duh.
was like, obviously, yeah. That's a good list, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Very
guys
nice.
that long.
It was
and
stressful.
You still didn't have it
It was
together.
really
until we
stressful.
started
There's like
doing this.
still like 20 more I could add.
Yeah, I had
but-
my
Yeah,
top
that-
three
Top
together.
20.
That was it.
I could do You can do lists about characters all day.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, do we limit it or do we just go everything? And that's what.
Yeah, it's hard.
That was tough.
But making it everything made it
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about
Making it hard,
more
yeah.
and just everybody can pick from anything. So
It's so
Yeah.
hard.
it was hard.
So
It was fun though.
Very
It
fun.
was very fun to come up with the
Yeah.
list and then discuss
some people
them.
have commented
Everybody's-
on,
everybody's answers were different. That's what I liked
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it was fun to like remember and.
Oh yeah.
Just
Some good
reflect.
times.
Just
I
reflecting.
mean, you guys said some last week that I kind of left in like my runners up and stuff just because it's already mentioned.
Yeah.
Especially when Fish said Jackie Chan, though. Me and Z have been watching Jackie Chan movies for fucking ever.
I know. God damn.
It really
That-
makes me want to watch Jackie Chan
I
Strikes Back,
fucking
though.
love it. I want to
Yeah.
watch all of them.
Like, that's
First
what
Strike.
Legend
yeah,
of Drunken
we need to
Master.
watch
yeah,
it.
not
Drunken
Strikes Back.
Master
First
is my
Strike. I
favorite.
said it. Yeah.
Drunken Master is awesome.
is up there
Shit.
too. That might be my number 2.
I think Rumble in the Bronx is up there because it was one of the first ones of
Yeah,
his I
it's a good
saw, and it was just
Yeah.
it was
Rush
awesome.
Hour.
Yeah,
Well,
Rush
Rush
Hour.
Hour 2.
Those are, yeah. I have
Rush
all
Hour 3.
I like this for Chris.
I have
Tucker
those,
a
but
lot
you
more.
cannot take them from my apartment.
Well, joke's on you. I'm coming over later.
Too bad.
But
Just too bad.
what was I gonna
Yeah.
say? Shit, I forget. Never mind.
All right.
Did you have like another runner-up that you thought you were gonna say?
I had.
No,
there's
don't
actually-
open
there's
that
like
back
a-
up.
Keep that book
I
closed.
have like a whole book. This whole thing is.
We'll
filled.
post pictures of
Yeah, we're gonna
everybody
have to
else.
post
Yeah,
pictures.
No, I was gonna say that the characters that everyone comes up with different characters. I think it just shows that there's just so much out there, and there's so like really great stuff.
No,
And, like,
you're right. I mean, like, we
yeah,
all.
and it's all different, but like
had-
Right.
through this, like me and Garrett are gonna watch Doctor Who now, and then like we're
Yeah.
gonna be able to share that character, and it's just I don't know.
There's
It
like
makes
no-
me,
You're gonna
makes
play
me feel
Dishonored, and
close
then
to
you
you
can
guys. And I
watch
can say
Dishonored
this
just
on-
as much as I
I
do.
can play Kay's entire video game collection, and like, but it's
Okay, you
just-
can watch Harry Potter, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
there's
It's
a
fun to
fingers
come together
crossed
and
on
talk
that
about
one.
your fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And there's like no wrong like top 5 or anything. Everybody's answers were just great.
Right.
It's just
And we had a
fun to
couple
do.
people comment on our
Yeah.
post with their
Yeah.
top 5.
More
They
people
did.
should do that.
Yeah, keep doing
Hopefully,
it.
I would
Who did
love to
Sean
see
say was
more.
his number one? Sean's number one was weird.
Well, Spawn.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Spawn's killer, though.
He's cool.
Spawn is
It's
cool.
someone I never thought of though.
That was a movie
Right.
that kind of scared the shit out of me a little bit.
It was weird.
though. It was
When I was
John
creepy.
Leguizamo.
John
That was the-
Leguizamo.
Yeah,
was that
as the clown. was.
fucking clown. Yeah.
Ugh. I remember one scene from that movie. That was gross, and I don't want to say it.
Okay.
All right, nailed it.
Don't share it.
Yeah, that's good.
I
We're good.
want to give a shout out though to all these great creators.
That have created
Good
the
old Stan Lee and Spielberg and all the other great
Oh, yeah.
people that made these characters.
Zach Kirby.
that
I
we
mean,
love
Zach
now.
Kirby.
Zach,
That's,
shout
that's
out.
our,
You mean
that's
Jack
our
Kirby?
coworker.
He'll never hear a shout
Yeah,
out.
he
though,
doesn't
'cause
listen to
our
the show.
podcast because he's a jerk.
Dick.
No, I was gonna say Jack
Jack
Kirby.
Kirby.
Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
all of them.
Yeah.
Without them,
So.
we wouldn't have these lists.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
so thank you to
All
those
right.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you to you guys for coming up with your list.
Totally.
It was
it's
nice
fun.
having us all here.
Yeah.
Yep. Finally.
gonna,
Let's
uh,
do this again. How
Let's
about
try
that?
to do
that
this
sounds
another
Let's try
time.
this. Yeah. Tune in next week when hopefully the whole cast is
Oh,
here.
we'll be here.
Oh, but it'll be awesome.
But
Yeah.
next week, yeah,
That's
we are
right.
going to have
gonna be a
our
special
10th
one.
episode. Oh my
Special
god.
episode. Special
Very,
event
very
for our
special.
10th.
Very special episode coming up. So
It'll be really cool.
stay
If you
tuned
like
for that,
comics
yeah.
and anything having
Yeah.
to do with comics, it's going to be very
Yeah.
awesome.
And you may or may not, I don't want to spoil it, actually physically see us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You might.
If you can
might.
handle that.
But again, it's something to look forward
Yeah,
to.
we got cool things
Alrighty
coming
then.
up.
So
Thank you.
Big thanks.
thank you so much
I love
for listening.
you
guys for listening.
Spread the word.